Hey everybody, and welcome to Technology and Toys. And before we get started today, I just want to apologize if my voice sounds different. I've been sick for the past week or so just bear with me. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you a better version of a product that I brought to you a long time ago on the channel, and it was the Seeker Maker magnetic USB charging adapter. And the product we're going to be looking at is Hogore's magnetic USB Type-C adapter. It comes in this little plastic box, and inside of it you get the two pieces of the adapter. You get the one that you plug into your cable and the one that you plug into your MacBook or Razer Blade or Nintendo Switch or whatever. But here's the adapter. It's a lot bigger than the one that I showed you a while ago. A lot bigger in pretty much every way possible. And if we take the magnetic tip off, you can see in there's two rows of quite a few pins. I'm actually going to show these side by side because there is a huge difference between these two. The old one has 5 pins, 2 on top, 3 on the bottom, or 3 on top, 2 on the bottom, depending on how you look at it. The one from Hogore has quite a few more than 5. I think it has 10 on top and bottom, so 4 times the contact pins. It's also a much larger magnetic surface, so it's harder for it to come loose. And then one thing that the Hogore one has that the Seeker Maker one doesn't, that little dot right there, that's a charging indicator. It's not like the one from MagSafe where it'll be orange and then turn green when you're fully charged. It's just to show that there's power being supplied to whatever it's plugged into. And this one is also reversible, so you can take it off and flip it around, whereas the last one you can't, because the pins have to line up in a certain way and they don't work any other way. This one, that's not a problem, so you just take it and flip it all you want. It works whatever way you want. So I'm gonna grab my USB-C cable for my MacBook, and then you just plug it in like that, and it fits pretty flush with the USB-C cable from the MacBooks. And then I have my 2016 MacBook Pro over here, and we're gonna plug that in to one of the ports. You just plug it in and push, and then I'm gonna take my charger, and it magnetically attaches. I'm gonna lift this up without screwing stuff up, and then you can see the light turns on when it's charging and then turns off when you take it off. And this is reversible too, so I can flip it both ways and it'll still work. And then, just because I don't have my switch on hand and I really don't want to go downstairs to get it right now, I'm going to plug it in to my Imuto Taurus X6L Pro, and it starts charging. Again, I can flip it around, plug it in the other way, and it starts charging. So as you can see, it works with really any device that supports USB Type-C. Although my rep over at Hogore told me to tell you guys that this does not work with the 2018 MacBook Pros, and it would assume that extends to the MacBook Air because the USB Type-C port is a little tighter than past MacBooks. So this would end up getting stuck in there, and that's not something that you would really want, unless you do, because the thing that is most different between the Hogore one and the Seeker Maker one, this one supports full-fat USB-C pass-through. So if I get a dongle and I bring my MacBook over and I plug in both the adapters, daisy chaining adapters, this is what we've come to, and I plug in my USB drive turns on, and then if I can get this in close, that right up there that says Untitled, that's my flash drive. So if I yank it, that disappears. Don't yank your USB drives. I just did that for the sake of this. There's nothing on it, nothing would have gotten corrupted, just don't do it. So using this little setup right here with the Hogore adapter, the USB Type-C to USB Type-A adapter, and then my flash drive, I can transfer data to and from the MacBook. And if I pull this off and I get something a little more robust, like my ICZI multi-hub, I plug in the adapter, and I plug this in to the MacBook or whatever computer you have with USB Type-C, you get USB Type-C, VGA, HDMI, Ethernet, 2 USB-A 3.0s, micro SD card, and SD card. And you get all of this magnetically. So on Amazon right now, Sunday, December 2nd, this little adapter right here is available for $25.99, which is actually a pretty reasonable price for this, seeing as you're getting not just charging but USB-C pass-through, 4K at 60 video output, whatever spec Ethernet runs through USB-C at, all that fun stuff, plus charging, and it's magnetic, and it honestly feels like it's made for Apple. Not only does the space gray match, always a plus in my book, space gray ecosystem, but not only does it match, but when I plugged in the Apple first-party adapters, the USB-C cable and the USB-A USB-C adapter, it was married perfectly to the design of this adapter. Like, it was flush, it was seamless. And as someone who pays very, very close attention to detail and is OCD and all that fun stuff, that's really great. So personally, I love this. I've been using this every day for a little over a week. I've been using this since Black Friday is when this delivered to the studio. I'm not gonna lie, I stopped using this, the Secret Maker one, about 6 months ago. I used to use it pretty religiously up until then, but I stopped because it was just so small, so easy to come loose. This has kind of changed my mind because this is a lot bigger magnet. It has a lot more functionality, and I've been using this fairly religiously since I got it. So this gets my thumbs up of approval. I'll have the link down below. I really think you guys should check this out. It's great. Guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. This has been Jake with Technology and Toys. Shout out to Hogore for sending this over. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.